Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Prayer for Peace program, Sunday, 6 p.m. My name's Teresa, and I am the host for the program on Sundays. Thank you so much for joining me, whether now, live, or on demand later. Welcome, welcome, everybody. And our message tonight is from Carlos Baccelli, and it comes from the book entitled Watch and Pray, and this reading is entitled You Will Understand. And before we start the message, I just want to remind us a little bit about Carlos Baccelli. He is Brazilian, and he is a writer and a journalist, and he's contributed to the dissemination of Spiritism, receiving more than 86 books from various spirits, dictated by many spirits. And for 3 years, he took part in a television program in Brazil called Explaining Spiritism. And currently, he is the director of a home for the elderly and a home for children, people who have financial need. So this message, he psychographed from the spirit, Brother Joseph. And I'm sorry, I don't have information on the spirit, Brother Joseph. But here's the message. You will understand. If you put yourself in the shoes of the partner whose attitude and behavior seem strange to you, you will understand. You will understand the suffering they expressed in the words with which they thoughtlessly hurt you. You will understand the invigilance that compelled them to successive moral falls. You will understand how much they will have resisted before giving in to temptation. You will understand the silence and the sadness that usually covers their face. You will understand the isolation in which they chose to live to escape their own reality. You will understand the gesture of intolerance that led them to crime, as they grew up without the protection of a decent home. You will understand the maladjustment with which they try to harmonize without most of the time being able to do so. You will understand and will not surrender yourself to hasty judgment of any nature. So I think from this message from Carlos Baccelli, psychographed by Carlos Baccelli through the spirit, Brother Joseph, we're being invited to consider becoming other-centered as he began the message, putting ourselves in somebody else's shoes. The message is about understanding, and we know from the book Thought and Life, Emmanuel, the Spirit Emmanuel through Chico Xavier, explains to us in chapter 10, it's entitled Understanding, that understanding is the basis for our renewal. So it's needed for us to transform ourselves. He also goes on to say that we can work through this by just doing the good. We can free ourselves from our past entanglements in this life or in previous lives. Also, so he says we can do this, free ourselves by doing the good. And he talks about doing the good, molding the good, talking about the good, seeing the good with all the resources that we have at hand. So it's all about focusing on the good. And in another book entitled Action and Reaction by the spirit Andre Luis, through again Chico Xavier, in his book, chapter 10 is also entitled Understanding, in the book Action and Reaction. And there we learn from one of the instructors that Andre is working with that understanding is a way we can be charitable to each other. So it's really important, right? Because Kardec told us there is no salvation without charity. So when we are understanding, we are being charitable. And we all know this because when somebody gets us, what a relief, right? To be understood. Even if they don't agree, but they allow you that space to be who, do what you are in that moment. It's a real relief and can be very consoling, especially if we're really upset. So it's a beautiful message from Carlos, and again, inviting us to be other-centered and not so much about, oh, they did this to me, they did that to me, and this happened to me, but to try to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. They say, if we understood what other people were facing, we would be a whole lot kinder. And so he's confirming this in this message. And also, we wouldn't be so quick to judge other people if we understood. So we're encouraged by the law of charity, basically, that encourages us to look for the good intention. You know, the car that cuts us off. Oh, maybe they're late for a doctor's appointment. The person who speaks rudely to us, you know, maybe they just got fired from their job, or, you know, they have financial struggles. But always to look and to remember to get out of ourselves and not just, you know, how does this affect me? How does it benefit me? How does it, you know, make me feel? And, you know, all this focus on me, mine. Carlos is, with Brother Joseph, inviting us to become other-centered and to consider putting ourselves in somebody else's shoes to better understand. And in doing so, we're being charitable and we free ourselves. Let us now connect with you, Divine Creator, Blessed Mother, and all the spirits on high, the spiritual doctors, nurses, scientists, musicians, artists of all kinds. We bring ourselves to this prayer moment, and in connecting with you, we are very grateful for your ongoing inspiration and guidance. Helping us to put into practice these many, many, many lessons that we learn through Spiritism. Coming to better understand your laws, the laws of love. And in doing that, we remember our brothers and sisters who have maybe forgotten their mission in life, forgotten their source of power. Those brothers and sisters who have quit their life too soon. We pray that they may be received with love, saturated with your light, and guided back to the path that leads to you. We pray for our brothers and sisters who may be in despair, despondent, confusion, deep depression, contemplating ending their life. And we pray that they may better hear the words of their mentors, their benefactors, and decide to change their mind. Holding a new vision, a new possibility for life. And we pray for all those who are suffering. That they may find the courage to suffer well. With that deep belief that there is hope and that we are more than just our body. And with gratitude, we thank you for this sacred life, this opportunity to better ourselves and to help the betterment of our families, friends, communities. Let us remember the life of Jesus, making our best effort and doing the best that we can, recognizing that our brothers and sisters are doing their very best as well. We thank you for this prayer moment, and we ask permission to close, and so be it. Thank you, my friends, for joining me in this prayer, and I so look forward to meeting with you again next week for another prayer. And remember, there are prayers every day at 6 p.m. and every morning as well. Please join us. Let's go forward into our week, putting forth effort to understand the other. Have a safe week, many blessings, and let's really make an effort to try to help someone else. See you next time.